Welcome back, guys, to Tales of Arise, where last episode, after finding a way to bring down the barrier within Viscint Palace, we stepped into the throne room and came across the instigator of the Dahna raising plot, Kelzalik, facing his invisible guardian, the Bibliophile, in battle and bringing it down. With that, Dohalim appeared to take down his former adjutant, having destroyed the production facility, the Fruit of Helgen, while he was missing, banishing our foe before deciding to join up on our quest at Alphen's invitation. Now, with Kisara having walked off, we do a bit more palace exploration before moving on.
First of all, we must find our subquest. So this is, again, another subquest finding session. Gotta find them all. Gotta get all the stuff. I guess if we want to do that, fast travel's not a bad option. Because that should be able to tell us where there's goodies. Of course, we've still got the quest on the Tresleader Highway. At the moment, it's just go to the Viscint Southern Gates. Interesting that none of the bottom of the map actually turned out to be a play area in the end. Oh, the treasury! Ah! This is Lord Dohalim's private quarters, so we've just gone back to having it as our quarters. Doesn't seem to be anything else in here then. For the most part, this terminal's been taken out. I just hear a weird squeaking noise then. Like there being enemies nearby, like Zoogles. The flying ones I thought I heard then. I'm assuming to get more subquests to appear, we actually have to move out of the area. This is Ortolina Palace. The Lord has decreed that the palace is open to all people. You are free to enter, so you still consider him the Lord then, of course. Many of my brethren didn't feel at home here, so they left. I stayed though. This place is, how to put it? Yeah, not bad. Let's go with that. Ah, the Rena soldier used to be here. Would you believe that when Kelzalik ran off, you went with him? Apparently so did all the people who took part in the uprising. In the end, I chose to stick with his lordship. What's going to happen to Menancia, though? Big questions. No matter what happens, we must ensure that the trees remain tended. Now that I'm free, I'm at liberty to stop, but I choose to keep doing what I'm doing. I personally love this city. I love its abundant greenery. Carrying favor with Lord Dohalim has its benefits too, of course. So for a lot of the people, it seems to be business as usual. Dahnans cling to their grudge against Renans. Renans cling to their contempt for Dahnans. Years go by and people refuse to change. This might not necessarily be the end of it. It's weird, because now you're truly the minority? Our past year is the training grounds. Anyone's welcome to train here. They reward bonuses, so hone your skills and bring your best. Challenge it if you dare. I've got to complete the novice course, but I can't remember what level that was now. I'm going to stick to our current position on the matter, regardless of what may come. Yeah, I agree we should keep taking in immigrants. Dahnans and Renans are trying to coexist, sowing divisions among Dahnans wouldn't be healthy. We guardsmen can work with the armored soldiers to protect the city. The welfare department can handle residential affairs. Have your chip in when we're short-handed. It's nothing you can't handle if you just take their armor off first. Sure, the armored soldiers can help too. Taking armor off is the only qualification. How could they? He saved me. I wasn't sure what would happen to me when I protected her and got arrested for it, but she came out of it fine and I'm alive. Everything's good. By the way, why is it I feel eyes on me? Am I just imagining things? I think someone's very interested in you.
You all arrived here from Cislodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
You can't tell me what to do. Hey soldier, I don't care if you're a Renan. You can't cut in line. But this isn't about Renan privilege, I'm just carrying a bigger load than you. I think that should entitle me to go ahead of you. The only reason you can carry so much is because you're wearing armor that amplifies your strength. Indeed I am. The fact remains I'm carrying a heavy load here. All I'm saying is, okay, settle down mister, and you soldier, stay in your place in line. Coexistence and co-prosperity. Never forget our ideals. Hey man, we're almost out of veggies. Goodness gracious, we're still getting customers. Go buy some more for me, please. Where have you, ma'am? Already stocked up. You're good. Damn right I am. I know what I'm doing. Nobody deals in what I mentioned. Hey, ma'am, good timing. I found just what you're looking for. Really? How'd you get it so quickly? I took a shot in the dark and asked the Rena to know. They had it in the palace storehouse. Got it from the palace. Is that okay? My buddy said it was cool. Got Lord Dohalim's permission for it, if you believe that. What a wonderful man he is. If only Grandpa were around to see this. If only Lord Dohalim would come back. I expected Dohalim for her. I'm standing right here. Oh, actually, you're crouching. If we want to be really annoying. I'm glad you bet, soldier. But never's a match for this armor. You look pretty badly injured. She kept covering me. I don't know what got into me, frankly, but I'm glad I could keep you safe. If only the land could stay this way even after the crown contest is over. Never imagined I'd start thinking like this when I first came down from the Negus. Must be like way better. I'm very interested in speaking to the guards. This is Viscint, capital of Elder Melentia. Beautiful, isn't it? The uprising brought out lots of issues that were smoldering under the surface, but we chose to face those head on. I hope you'll watch over us. Glad you made it back okay, big guy. I'm a fit fiddle, see? I'm glad I get to see you looking so happy too. You're so great, big guy. I'm gonna be like you when I grow up. Still quite happy together then. Even if I'm not a slave anymore, I don't see much different from how things have been. How am I supposed to take this? Do I stick to what I've been doing? I started to seriously wonder that. There's just no easy answers. Hello, sirs and madams. I hope you'll avail yourself of our services again. First of all, I want to go to the inn. My food is running out. I'm pretty sure I'm probably fully healed at this point in time. I'm the local blacksmith in these parts. If you got the materials for it, I can make just about anything you like. I should be able to craft the silver sword, the owl. I've got loads of astral mass. A fairy tale starring a blue-eyed owl known as the Silver Sword, who soars the skies as it helps the weak and downtrodden. Loads of it. And now we got different kinds of poles that we have not got the material for, and it's rarity 4 as well. See you again.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
They have, I'm sure. See if I can make a really fancy one of these. It definitely seems to be better, doesn't it? That's the fanciest one I can make. Wondering if I had like a ton of anything to just level it up quickly, but I don't necessarily. Probably just wait a little bit more and upgrade it in the future and go back to Pierce, because I just feel like penetration's
I'd like to check their wares if you don't mind.
better. The way that it just allows me to juggle some guys a little bit more. Topaz Cake's on offer. And that's everything there. Got loads of silver dog tags, which brings my money back up to that 16,000 amount that's just been hovering around for quite a long time, hasn't it? Oh, well, earned combat points up. Cheese fondue.
This should definitely keep you guys full.
Yeah. Very rich. Now, before any quests appear, I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to have to go to that gate, because I imagine someone will be there for me. So we're soon off to fight a dragon. Now that we've gained some extra levels, defensive gear, weapons, power, all of that jazz. We will sort your thing out shortly. The sick person they found was taken into the quarry. I didn't know them or anything, but I wanted to bring them some flowers. I've got bad news for you.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go?
The lake?
I hope this place survives. You think the Dahnans and Renans have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going. I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Legil?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Dahnan lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Eldaman and Sia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
Come on, Rinwell. You befriended Kisara yet again. We got no tea recipe. Round springy dumplings combining potatoes and flour, pouring some creamy sauce on top of it makes for a scrumptious delicacy. Also, leaf-wrapped fish, a dish cooked by grilling fish inside of a large leaf. Opening it up reveals a tender fish as the scent of the leaf wafts through the air. Everyone's bringing their cooking to us. Alphen's Comrades in Freedom has been unlocked. More AG. What do we get? Shockwave slash, a ground earth strike again. Mid-air jump. What were we going for with you? Devastation. But there's an earth one. Switch. Also, have you got enough for that yet? Not really. We'll just hold on for it a little bit longer then. And see ourselves some skits.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, but looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Elderman and Sia Guard. So in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
Big Shield Lady. Kelzalik's motives is next.
What was Kelzalik even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renan than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense. Enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renan hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Dahnans and Renans wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shion?
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
You can get to the neighboring realm of Mahagsar from here, but it's supposed to be a treacherous path that crosses a steep mountain. There's a pond before you get there. People used to sneak by the Renan soldiers to go fishing over there. Oh, we're about to get fishing! I think that the former guardsman Miguel was accused of an attempted assassination, but it turns out he, a Dahna, was a loyal one. I'll have to work more diligently than ever to prove my loyalty to Lord Dohalim. That Dahna Miguel was something else. Right then. And there we go. So they have started to appear. As expected. Up, everybody's working hard, and so will I. Now we want to do our subquest ASAP on the basis of course, big SP, subquest give us big XP. The gate's been unlocked, so you're free to go through if you want. But frankly, I wouldn't if I were you. The area leading up to the border is crawling with Zoogles. Zoogles. Alright, we'll deal with your dragon problem shortly, honestly. Something else to deal with first.
Around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
Yes, we can. This is bad. What am I going to do about that Zoogle? Is something bothering you, Ligil? I heard you mention something about a Zoogle. Oh, Kisara, you see... Actually, never mind. It's nothing. You sure that doesn't sound like nothing to me? Did a dangerous Zoogle appear somewhere? You need it gone. I'll handle it. Can't ask you to do that. You've got enough on your own plate as it is, I'm sure. Leaving Asia's affairs to us. I have to learn how to get by without Miguel to depend on these days anyway.
Right.
Well, I want to make sure this realm stays safe just as much as you do. So if you're having problems, say something.
Excuse me!
I just told you we can handle it ourselves. Or do you doubt our ability to look after ourselves? That's not what
Well...
It's okay, Ligil, really. We fought our fair share of Zoogles, you know. Why don't you tell us what's going on at least? Okay, then. A giant Zoogle's shown up by a Trust Leader highway, and it's making a big mess out of all the fields and buildings along there. Like a wild hog, only it manages to break through any walls and fencing that gets in its way. When you say hog, you mean one of those boar Zoogles. I'd figure a stone wall would be enough to keep it at bay. That won't work with this fella. We're talking about something the size of a hut.
Really?
That big! Yes, that's why I've been struggling to come up with a way to stop it.
Good.
If we're dealing with something that bad, you should let me go after it. I've got my shield here after all.
What the?
What? I don't know, that's such a...
Seriously?
I don't know if that's going to pose a threat to a Zoogle the size of a hut.
All right.
I'll make it work somehow. I'm determined to do what I can to protect my realm. You said Trust Leader's highway, right? We'll be back. We'll be back. A boar's boar. I guess that means I'm not going to be switching in Dohalim anytime soon. There's a real problem with, like, Dohalim code as well. Like, the setup of the party we have is healer, caster, pure caster, damage dealer, tank, melee damage dealer. So this is like the perfect party setup, I feel like. Having different roles. Weirdly, Law's most use is of course in the back party to come in and break those armors. So it's like, oh, poor Law.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Poor Law. Alright, we can at least craft you a new weapon before we go anywhere. Flashbang shield, that looks very nice. First of all, the feathered shield. We didn't even get to make this one because we don't have the granite fangs. Enhanced starts wind. A great shield imbued with wind astral energy with a pair of fixed feathers. Does it mace not change? Just shields. It blows wind to ward off incoming attacks, reducing their impact. Nice.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
That's what I've been doing. Meanwhile, you don't have... you need something. I say anything that increases dark damage would be pretty good. I'll go with that for the time being. Because we could have actually went into that last battle with some upgraded weaponry. I just didn't go out because I was hoping to meet a vendor in there, which is probably kind of dumb to expect. Right, so Viscint has a quest. Trust Leader Highway has... That's a quest to complete there. Also, Leader Palace has a quest. Is there really no fast travels? Actually, I should go do the boarish boar first. But maybe I can kill two birds with one stone. Excuse me, I know this is going to sound sudden, but what's your ideal man? Pardon me, I'm sorry, but I'd really rather not answer that. Oh, I knew it. It's Lord Dohalim, isn't it?
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hopefully it's nothing that'll...
Too hard to deal with?
Oh?
Why, it seems like you're carrying a rare book there, young lady.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing. To be fair, books in general are pretty rare, Dahna. Even so, I can tell it's particularly unique and special. As a librarian here, I couldn't ask you to consider donating it to me, could I?
Yeah.
I don't think I could part with this one. I need this book to fight Zoogles and stuff.
Why?
Goodness, I had no idea there were such books used for combat. One more reason I simply must get my hands on it. Lord Doha, sweetie, you must convince her to part of it somehow, please.
What?
I must. To be quite honest, I would rather she hold on to it as well. But I, Taglina, was appointed by you to serve as the palace's librarian so as to keep these precious books safe for future generations. You must do something. I simply can't do my job without having the books I need in my care. Please, Lord Doha. This is quite the conundrum. I'm not sure what to do.
Yeah.
Got it.
Look, I'm not letting this book out of my sight. You can take a look at it while you're here, if you like. If I find any new books while we're traveling, I'll bring them to you too. Does that work for you?
Great.
Absolutely. I really do wish I could have your book, but I'll gladly accept that as a compromise. In return, every time you have something to show me, I'll give you something special in return. Although I do hope a generous budget is forthcoming. The arts must be preserved. Unfortunately, that isn't my call to make, seeing as I no longer serve as Lord here, but you make a compelling argument. Don't be shy about bringing me lots and lots of books now. I'll be here eagerly awaiting them. Started a long-term quest, Bibliophile.
I hate that woman.
She was a handful, wasn't she?
What's wrong with being passionate? Not to mention, she was kind of cute.
Of course that's why you like her.
She wanted to take my books! Secrets of the Stars, eh? That's an old beaten-up book you have there. What is it, I wonder? I sense so much warmth from it, but also an aura of sadness emanating from its pages. Tell me, where did you find such a book?
Well...
It's a prized heirloom that used to belong to a certain clan. You could say I inherited it. That's why I can't give it away. I understand now. You must forgive my keenness to obtain it. I'm sure you don't have it easy as a fellow book collector yourself. Nevertheless, I sense that your passion for them is quite genuine. Will you bring me any other books you happen to come across? I'd really love to see them. Sure, no problem. 5 happy bottles. Oh. And the title. More Max AG is good by me. It's 2 arts too, right? Freeze Lancer. Oh, I really want that. Celestial Hammer's pretty cool as well. It's lightning. A mystic art that sends 4 rays of light at the ground. Okay, we're switching. I won't have elemental defense, sorry. We'll get it in the future. Big ice art sounds really... Well, like ice water, isn't it? That sounds brilliant. I want it.
I don't think I'll ever quite warm up to her. But I can respect her passion for books. You've got a good...
Oh.
That can't be.
I paused so long for her to talk again, and then she did, right after I pressed it. My word, for such a serene title as Nature's Beauty, this book is so ferocious, like a tornado, truly breathtaking.
No.
It's too powerful. I fear it's going to blow my clothes straight off.
Oh, wow!
Really?
Hey.
Hey, what are you getting so excited for? I am? All you boys are the same. Oh, no, don't get down about yourself. You're too cute to be so angry. When you agree, handsome. Yeah, line up, Rinwell.
Oh?
While you're out searching for your next book, I suggest you read up a little on men and how their minds work. We've got a Rosemary, elemental attacker. You gonna talk more?
Why?
Taming Water, a moving title if ever I heard one. It shakes me to the core, fills my heart with tears. Such drama, such dollar. I'm going to be soaking wet before I finish.
Whoa.
I can't turn my eyes away.
Watch it.
From what? I wasn't talking to you. Quit trying to butt in.
Hey.
I'll be taking that book back now. I'll bring you more if you're lucky. But I haven't gotten to the end yet. This is getting worrying. Magic Emblem?
Oh?
My word, this tome truly lives up to the radiant light of its title. With every page, it glows more and more brightly. How joyous it must feel to have someone reading you. But I need you to calm down, okay? Otherwise, I can't see what's inside you. Huh? Is it just me, or is she talking to that book? Maybe she's having some sort of hallucination you only get from enjoying books so much.
No way.
You mean she's addicted to reading? That explains it. Never trust a bookworm.
Hey.
Don't lump me in with that woman. Books are so wonderful for their ability to transport people to brand new worlds. What you see when reading them is nothing to be afraid of. Trust me, darlings. A red Rosemary greatly raises elemental attack. These seem like all rewards for Rinwell, so I probably should all give them to her. Don't be shy about bringing me lots and lots of books now. I'll be here eagerly awaiting them. I guess I do not have any more. Well, that's our long-term quest to do by the look of things. I guess I'm just going to have to get some more materials. Oh, I can't believe Lord Dohalim is going away. What happened to Menancia once he's gone? We'll manage. It's all the more reason why we have to protect this place while he's away, so we can come back to a calm, peaceful realm. Exactly. As long as we all work together, Menancia will do just fine. I think relations between the Dahnas and Renas will be able to carry on just like before. Well, the whole thing was rooted in masters and slaves. When you look at it like that, something might need to change. Yeah, if we really want to make coexistence a reality, we'll have to make Dahnas and Renans completely equal across the board. Completely equal. That's those guys talking about doing that. Alright, let's explore more of this area that we didn't do. Can't believe some of our people were involved with that horrible lake. I don't know what to say. I'm at such a loss for words. It's okay, it's not like you threw him in there. Don't blame yourself. This doesn't erase everything that Lord Dohalim has done to make our lives better. Important distinction to make, isn't it, really? Right, so there was some goodies to pick up. It doesn't look like permanently good goodies. I probably should just give in the items, though. Alright, so we got a magic emblem. It's only a rank 1, so it's like, eh. Alright, I'll give this to you, and I'll give you the red rosemary as well, which is 10. Because you earned it, I guess. It's from your books. More powerful Rin. Well, unfortunately, though, from all of that, we didn't get any SP. I always find it so soothing to visit this courtyard. It turns out it was some of the Dahnans working for the palace to put it together. They do good work. You know that guy we used to talk to? Apparently he was one of the ones throwing Dahnans at that horrible lake of death. Damn, really? So he was working for that Kesalik? So much for Dahna's being a valuable resource, I guess. I think it might have meant something else. Maybe he was trying to test us, see where we stood. Maybe, as a Renan, I could never imagine turning against my lord, let alone Lord Dohalim. Pick up the random egg on the corner. Those guys, they were walking straight into each other. I'm amazed we haven't found an owl in so long now. Oh, storerooms. Maybe we should do some storeroom warehouse management. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Let's not. It's not.
What's this thing?
It's money. Another happy bottle. It's money. When is he gonna learn? Another a heavy treat. I'll take that. Thank you very much, Lee. There's nothing else in the room. How do I get into the treasury? Still the kitchen and the staff waiting room, though. It's actually a lot more to check down here than I thought. And then, of course, we never went into it as part of the dungeon. The kitchen.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Well, yes. This is where it is.